Well, I did it. I bought the OnePlus 2. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did. I placed my order a little over a week ago and it showed up today. So let's go ahead and open it up, take a look at what comes in the box, power it on and everything. As you can see, the box is bright, bright red, just almost the same color as my Pebble Time. But inside the box, there's the OnePlus 2, which we will take out and set off to the side for the moment. Here's probably a packet of documentation, OnePlus branded. There's a quick start guide, user guide. Here's the OnePlus branded power brick, USB power brick, which if you can see that says it outputs 5 volts at 2 amps, as well as the OnePlus USB Type-C cable. Same sort of thing as you got with the OnePlus One, but this one, of course, USB Type-C. And finally, the phone itself. I'm gonna go ahead and just slide this out of here. It looks like it's just sort of held in place. It's not actually wrapped up very tightly or anything. And there you have it. Now it looks out of the package like it comes with a screen protector built in. I seem to remember that being mentioned on the newer version of the OnePlus One as well. But here on the front of the device, you have the fingerprint sensor / home button. It's not exactly a button. Here's your front-facing camera, earpiece. Here on the side is your toggle notification switch. So you have on, priority only, and then off, silent. Here on the other side, you have your volume rocker and your power button. On the bottom is your speaker, which I believe only one of these is the speaker again, and your USB Type-C port. On the top, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack and noise canceling microphone. Then on the back, we have the dual LED flash, the camera, the OnePlus logo, and I believe laser autofocus for the camera, as well as that sandstone back cover. And much, much easier than the OnePlus One, you have this little thumb grip, like pretty much every other phone coming out of China. You just pop your fingernail into, and the back comes off. And in here you can get access to the SIM card slots, and that's about it. But let's go ahead and power it up, see what it looks like. That didn't take terribly long. We'll go ahead and go through the setup process. We're not going to insert a SIM card right now. Now I noticed right out of the box it looks like it does not have much charge to it, but I'll hook it up through the USB Type-C cable here in just a minute and we'll make sure it gets fully charged, although because it doesn't have quick charge, it's going to take a little while. Well, at this point I've tried 2 different connections. They both say checking connection, taking too long, so I'm going to go ahead and skip over this. It says if you skip, your phone won't have an internet connection and you're not going to get software updates. I'm going to say skip anyway. There's apparently something wrong. Put in my name. We're going to skip the protect your phone section. Use Google services. OnePlus setup. Now we're going to personalize it. Software buttons or capacitive buttons. I want that extra screen real estate, so I'm going to use capacitive buttons. Double tap to wake. I don't really want any of these other gestures, just not a fan of them. And which kind of input method? Swift key or Google? We're going for Google keyboard. And enable shelf. Shelf is a space to keep and organize things you care about. Something new, we got to try it out, right? Setup is complete. So at this point, we should be in the OS. There you go. Oh, so shelf is apparently kind of like, it's where Google Now would be if we had the Google Now launcher. So this is new to me. Your frequent apps and frequent contacts there. Here in your app drawer, you should see there's not a whole lot there. No bloat or anything, definitely a fan of that. Swipe down from the top, 41% battery left. And wait a minute, I see a new system version is detected. See if we can go ahead and download that system update. Well, it certainly does have a connection, no problems there. And it's gonna try to do a system update. You know, before I do that, let's go ahead and look at the OS itself, just to see. All right, so about phone. Let's see, we have 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, Android version 5.1.1, Oxygen OS 2.0.1. I wonder if I could switch those buttons. I've gotten so used to having the back button over here. Ah, there you go. Swap the recent and back buttons. Much better. Yes, much, much better. So let's go ahead and do the system update now. But there's the update. That's the specific version number if you're curious. So I'm going to go ahead and hit install. It's going to restart the device to do the install. So we'll do that and then be right back. Alrighty, so the update has completed now. Just came back up. Let's go ahead and see what, if anything, has changed. Still Android version 5.1.1, of course, but now it mentions OxygenOS version 2.0.2, so I'm sure there's not a whole lot new and different to that. But anyway, not going to go too much farther into this. Looks an awful lot like stock Android. I'm sure obviously there's the shelf that's different. There's double tap to wake. Doesn't do double tap to sleep. It doesn't do double tap to sleep. No, I'm not a fan. But there's Google Sign In, Google Now. And you know, I just noticed it didn't ask for my email address during the setup. All right, we've signed in. Now all the Google services should start working. Yes, I want Google Now. Just interesting that it took that long to set up, because normally it's one of the first things that happen. Normally it happens during the actual device setup. So anyway, I'm gonna be using this, I guess, as one of my daily driver devices for the next few weeks, maybe. I'm going to be giving it a good shot. There are still some things about it I'm not a huge fan of. USB Type-C, I don't think we're quite ready for yet. Not having NFC is a big bummer, but I'm going to go into it optimistic. We're going to see what happens with it. So if there's anything specifically you'd like to see about this, let me know down in the comment section. I'll probably make a video about the camera if I have the time. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a thumbs up below this video if you like this video. Subscribe to receive more videos when they become available, and I'll see you again next time.